Catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.
Well, good evening. Welcome to Storytime. We're here again. I want to say thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Shout Crystal, and I want to make sure that I take a moment to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I definitely would like you to know that we are excited to have our guest tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Gamble. If you're from the Raleigh area, then you know who they are. You're familiar with them because you've seen the name and you know about the things they're doing here. Power couple, marvelous power couple. And they have a couple of amazing things going on in the area of women's basketball when it comes down to Life's a Gamble League, when it comes down to the Raleigh Aces. So we're going to get into all of that. And we're so excited because we have both of them here. So we're going to find out about what makes them tick and who each one of them are individually. Okay, so we have none other than L'Oreal and we have Mr. Julian. So we want you to sit back, relax, and get ready to receive our guests. But in the meantime, I'm going to take this out of the way and get myself going. So hi, how you doing? I am so excited to have you here today. Take a few minutes and we're going to go over some house rules so you know exactly how we're going to do this evening. Okay? I want to thank you so much for being here. All right? And I just want to let you know this is story time. And story time is where we connect with human beings about life experiences. And we want to remind you while you're here to just take a moment to do a few things. Number one, share this live with about 5 people. Okay? 5 on one hand and 5 on the other. You can do 10 if you like, but share it because I believe it's going to bless them. All right. The other thing we want to ask you to do when you do that is to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay. Now, throughout the course of the night, I will also share with you some things because we want to make sure that you're aware. I'm going to let you know about a couple of things, and I want you to make sure that you take part. For instance, throughout the night, you'll find out about the channel. This is the channel. Take out your phone, your iPad, whatever you're using, and take a quick picture. Subscribe to the channel. If you have a story, we would love to hear it. So subscribe and come on back. All right. Storytime can be seen in a lot of places. We are here on a lot of these channels that you see here. All right. And we will stream it in many places, anywhere from iHeartRadio to Spotify and YouTube and Apple Podcasts. So when you share your stories with us, it gets seen across the world. It gets heard across the world. So we want to let you know to do that. But in the meantime, oh boy, we're excited because we have these two here today. You've seen them around. You know who they are. Yes, none other than the power couple. All right. We have them here tonight. And we're going to start off tonight with the wife. We're going to start off tonight with the wife. So I want to take a minute and I want to bring up the husband, the man of the house. We want to bring up Julian and we want to let him come on and tell us about his beautiful wife. And we can hear him knocking at the door. So we're going to bring a round of applause and get him on up here and get this thing started. So Julian, are you there?
Here.
All right. I see you. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
We meet again.
Absolutely, we do.
Yes. Because, I believe we've been down this road before with the Firebirds, with the Raleigh Firebirds, right? How's it been since the last time I seen you?
It's been good. A busy summer with both our semi-pro team and then our women's summer league that we have. spending time with our children, of course, and our family, traveling, moving around, a lot of basketball, a lot of activity. But it's been good. We've been blessed.
That's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be productive and to have a lot going on and to just have the impact that you're having out there on our young people, because I know both of you are doing amazing things. And so you don't do all this by yourself. I understand.
No,
I
no, not
understand,
at all.
I understand you have a life partner.
Yes, yes, indeed, I do. And I mean, she's special in every way. Everything that we've done, she's been a foundational piece of it all. It's my biggest blessing. I tell everybody by far is my wife, my best friend, my teammate, Mrs. L'Oreal Gamble.
Wow, wow. Well, man, oh man, it's powerful when you have somebody like that that is a part of your life that you embrace like that. So we definitely want to bring her up here. I think I see her. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hey, honey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Wow, wow, wow. When to hear a man speak of someone like that, that truly lets me know there's an admiration, there's a respect, and that's amazing. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. Just to have somebody build me up, support me, encourage me when I feel like I can't do anything, and truly be like one of my backbones. So I appreciate him so much.
Yeah. And so you two have been together for a while, I know, and I'm sure that you have not known each other from childhood, right? How did you guys meet?
We actually met in the YMCA downtown Raleigh.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. I
In
was
your
working.
athletic, doing something athletic.
For sure. I was working in the summertime. I used to run pickup in the gym, and he came with a mutual friend of ours who I didn't know was his closest friend, and he introduced us that way. They were coming to play, and I was working.
Wow, wow. And the two of y'all have been together since. Now, I know that y'all started out, of course, as little bitty babies. Both of y'all started out as little bitty babies.
I
So
don't know if
I
I
want to
was
hear a
ever
little
little,
bit.
but yeah.
I want to hear about those days. I want you to tell me about what it was like before you got to this point, before you had the family, before you guys, branched off to do everything and brought these beautiful people into the world. Take us back to the beginning and tell me a little bit about who was L'Oreal before she met Julian, and who was Julian before he got with L'Oreal. I mean, because all the successful things y'all are doing now, it started somewhere with the foundation. It started with the foundation. So take me back to that, Julian, and tell me, how did it all begin for you?
So when I was young, I moved around a lot. Circumstances and being raised by my mother, she was making the sacrifices that needed to be made, just so we would be happy and comfortable. I found basketball at an early age, but I was a kid that really played a lot of different sports. I played football, played baseball, played soccer before I really settled into basketball. It was the thing that sparked my interest the most. And moving around a lot definitely made me more extroverted as a kid. Easy to go into a different environment, be able to adapt and make friends. And, just over time, continuing to grow and continuing to thrive wherever, our environment was ultimately led me up to the moment where I was able to meet L'Oreal and kind of begin the history of our story from that time.
Wow. So when you was young, did you dream about getting married one day and meeting the woman of your dreams and having all these successful businesses?
Definitely, in a sense. I would say, early on in my life, I just wanted to be a great basketball player. As a kid, I wanted to go to the NBA. Of course, I wanted a family of my own one day, but I know it was never a focus of mine. Not up until the point where I met L'Oreal and, we started our relationship and actually got married. I didn't know that that was my biggest dream, to become a husband and to be a father of a great family. That's by far in my life, everything included, been my biggest blessing.
Wow, that's truly truly good. And how much did your mother and your sister and all them play a part with that? And by the way, how is Roxy too?
Rocky's doing good. My mom and Rocky played a big part about in that as well, with my brothers. And it's just when it came to our family, we had to adjust to a lot of different things, and we had to pivot and make moves at very sudden moments from time to time. But Raquel was always a big sister, and she was always trying to beat me up on the basketball court until I got bigger than her.
Wow.
So I'm the youngest, but I'm the biggest by far. So now, nobody can pick on me like they used to. But our entire family is tall. I mean, I think
Did she succeed in beating up on you on the court? Because
she,
Roxy had it going on now. She was doing her thing on the
yeah,
basketball
she
court.
did for a while until I got to about high school, 10th, 11th grade. Then it never happened again.
Okay.
Because I had that chip on my shoulder from when I was little, that little sibling rivalry, and I had to make up for lost time.
Wow. And so I'm sure that in doing that, that you definitely uh are the reason why she's such a strong player too, because I know even though you're a little brother, I'm sure you pushed her and gave her some tips, and I'm sure you contributed to her game as well.
Oh yeah, but that's just kind of how it is within our family. I mean, that even continues today, with owning our teams, and me and L'Oreal both playing overseas at different points, playing here at home, even in the summertime when we're playing in pro-ams. We're still competitors. We'll always be professional athletes in a sense, and we're always analyzing each other's games and ways that we can help each other. We still work out together. So, we
Really?
still get in the gym and say, hey, here's what we want to tweak for this week. These are things we want to build on for this season. It's who we are. It's our way of life. So yeah,
Wow.
it's something that's definitely hugely important for us.
Okay. And how about you, L'Oreal? How did it all begin for you?
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, by way of Maryville or Gary, Indiana. That's where my family's from. We moved to Raleigh when I was in kindergarten, and we've been here ever since. So all of my schooling was done in North Carolina, including college. That's I'm from Raleigh, through and through. And I've lived on
919.
Yep, I've lived on
919.
every side of Raleigh. So
Really?
yeah, when we first moved here, we lived off New Bern Avenue in Ponds of Ashton. They call it POA now.
Hmm.
Then I lived off Durant Road. Then I lived off Leesville Road. I've lived as close to Wakefield as you can get. My parents live in Nightdale, and I still stay, in central Raleigh, I guess you would call it. So I
Okay.
haven't left.
So when you were a little girl, did you dream about meeting the man of your dreams and starting a business and doing everything the way you have it now with your life?
Um, I don't think initially I did. I think I've always wanted to be married because my parents are still married and I wanted to have a family. I also have an older brother who's married with two children. So I think at some point I wanted it, but basketball was always everything to me. I started off as a ballerina and then I transitioned to basketball once we moved to North Carolina because my brother and my dad would go play pickup in the gym. So I would be the little girl sitting in the stands while
Wow.
their dad and brother is playing, and I just picked up a ball, started shooting. I got good at it, and I think my biggest blessing through the game of basketball was meeting Julian and having our children, and the game of basketball providing us with the opportunity to travel and play as much as we have, because
Wow.
I don't know if I really wanted to go to the WNBA until one of my college coaches asked me, would I go pro? I just know I always wanted to win.
Okay.
And that's what meant the most to me. So even as far as like going to play overseas professionally, it didn't really like hit me until my senior year of college. Like, you have enough talent to where you could do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll work for it. And if it happens, I'm happy. I'm blessed. And it was a grind, but ultimately, I just wanted to be successful and win championships. And that's what really grew me as a player and pushed me to play in the arenas that I have.
Wow. Well, when I look at the pictures of you guys, y'all just look so happy together. Y'all compliment one another on and off the court. What is it that you think is the magic formula, Julian?
Honestly, I would say friendship. And, a lot of people see us in a lot of different lights, and rightfully so. But like me and L'Oreal are best friends first. I mean, we still joke around and play anything. We play tag in the house. We play rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to pick what we're going to eat for dinner today. I actually just said earlier to one of our close friends, like, by the end of the day around this time, we're so exhausted and just ready to get into bed. And then by the time we do, for about an hour and a half, we just scrolling Instagram, laughing at reels and joking with each other and, play fighting in the bed. And it's just, that type of stuff that keeps things fresh. There's nothing monotonous about our relationship. You never know what to expect. And I think that's a great thing about it. Um, it's just an incredible friendship first and foremost. And I think at the foundation of that, you can build whatever you want.
So she said she met you at the was it the YWCA, not the YM, right? So
The
Julian,
YMCA, yeah.
YMCA. So tell me, you spotted her, and what happened? You just saw her and be like, "Oh, I need to know who that is." I mean, how did it happen? You knew she was the one when you saw her. How did you spot her in that gym?
I mean, depending on the version of the story that you want to listen to,
Tell the truth.
one
Tell the
one
truth.
being one being her version, mine being the truth. So we can tell the truth. But now my best friend Lance Beckwith, who's the assistant coach at University of Maryland Eastern Shore, he introduced us, and like she said, she was working at the Y, came to play, and he was hyping me up. You don't know Julian Gamble? Went to Miami. They just won the ACC, and she's like, "Nah, I don't know who he is." So even off back, like I'm from the area, so that piqued my interest a little bit because a lot of people already kind of knew who I was. And without going into too much detail, I ran the gym. That's the truth. I
Okay,
did run the gym. So that had to at least raise some eyebrows. I don't
okay.
know, you know, L'Oreal likes to spin it a little bit, and I would love to hear her version of events.
But
But even after that, for maybe like the next 3 or 4 days, we would just, I don't want to say coincidentally, but God put us in the same place at the same time, to the point where it's like we couldn't ignore the connection that he was trying to make, even if we didn't want to make it. And, ultimately it became what it is today.
wow. So L'Oreal, tell me about it. I know how we women do. We see him, we spot a brother. Oh, he look good. We gonna make sure we in the room. We gonna be in the. It's gonna happen. We gonna make sure it happen. Even though we position ourselves in such a way that they will maybe say something first, but we position ourselves. So did you position yourself a little bit? Because he had it going on. He said he ran the gym. So tell me your part of that.
I mean, he's 6'9", right? And he's coming to play at the Y during pickup that I typically play in as well, but I just happened to be working that day. So if he was running the gym, I don't even remember, but I don't doubt it. Like, go ahead. So, and plus he's a new face, so I probably was watching him a little bit extra. But the next consecutive days in Raleigh during the summertime, Starlight League used to be popular, and then the Chavis League would run. So
Yes.
I played one day, and then I went over to Shaw when the Chavis League transitioned to Shaw from St. Aug, and I went to watch, and he was there, and I'm like, okay, this is the second time I've seen him, and he's with Lance. So at that point, I really paid attention. And what really attracted me to his basketball game is that he's big and he plays big. I can't
Wow.
stand a big man that's soft. You know,
Gotcha.
he was dunking and he was shaking the backboard. And I'm like, okay,
Okay.
this is a big guy. Like, you know, and he's talking trash and he was competitive. So that attracted me to him. And then the next 2 days when I saw him out in the city, he's with other hoopers that I know. And I'm like, oh, we know a lot of the same people. So that's when conversation sparked. And the rest is history.
Wow, wow, wow. So that's beautiful. That's after. So you played too when you went overseas as well.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
what position you play?
I played on paper, I played small forward, but in high school, I played point guard. In college, I got transitioned to shooting guard. And then overseas, I got transitioned to shooting guard and small forward because I'm long, I can shoot the ball, and I can handle it. So ultimately, I play any guard position. But
Okay,
on my semi pro team, I play 1 through 4.
okay, where'd you play? Here in Raleigh?
In college,
For which one?
I played for Fayetteville State in college, out of
Okay,
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
okay. She got game, Julian.
Yeah, she could play. She a shooter. She
Okay,
a
have y'all
shooter.
played? Have y'all played each other?
All the
We
time.
had we used to play each other a lot more than we do now. Um, but yeah, we play, and I be winning most of the time. But we play, yeah.
she, she be letting you win. So that's amazing. So then you got together, had a family, and
Mhm.
then after having a family, talk to me about how that transitioned from dating, marriage to raising the children, and what that was like when you went from childhood to raising the beautiful children. Talk to me about how that went.
Um, Firstly, I'll say like the timeline from the time that we met to our engagement and ultimate marriage. I would say it was pretty accelerated in a sense. But I think that's a culmination of two people meeting that know exactly what they want and what direction they want to take it in. And that's why again I'll say that this is purely God that put us in the position for this time because it just flowed so smooth and it felt so natural. We only dated for a year before we got engaged. We were engaged for a year and then we got married. And unbeknownst to us, but after we got engaged is when Lori got pregnant with our oldest son, Jason, and this was previous to us moving to Belgium.
Mhm.
So it happened fast. But again, this is kind of what we prayed for. Doesn't mean that it was easy. It did have its difficulty in a lot of ways and obstacles that we had to navigate together. But L'Oreal sacrificed basically everything for us to have a family and to continue to have a successful marriage. So, I give a lot of that credit to her for sure.
Wow. And then from there, something happened and you guys made a decision that you wanted to take your skills and create something here for Raleigh, and Raleigh Aces basketball came about. How did this come about? Whose idea was it? Share that story with me, please, L'Oreal.
It wasn't Julian nor I's idea. Um, it was my teammates ultimately. We 2 years ago played for a different semi-pro organization, and we lost by 2 in the championship game. And my team is extremely competitive, and we win hard and we lose hard. So when we lost, everybody was kind of like done. Like, I can't do this. Like, we need something different. And they looked at me like, so Lo, are you about to start a team of your own? And I was looking at them confused, like, how did I even get into this topic of starting something? But the thing about myself is I play basketball all over North Carolina through my duration of, being a competitive basketball player post college. So a lot of people know who I am because I'll go play in anybody's league. If I get invited and I have the time, I'll be there. So the Raleigh Aces is built up of players who live all over the state. Um, and ultimately, they told me, if you start something, we're on a play. And that's exactly what happened. Um, and yeah, we're about to go into year 3. We've won the championship in year 1. This past season, we lost in the second round of playoffs. Um, but our team is very, very good. Our resumes run deep, and our passion for basketball is immaculate. But we're also like entrepreneurs and business women as well. So us coming to play is strictly off passion. It's not forced.
Wow. Julian, what you want to add to that?
Just everything that she said is definitely true. It's an amazing group of women. Um, we have some great men that are a part of that as well on the coaching side.
Hmm.
Um, our parents even help us. L'Oreal's mother and father have been a huge part of it. My mother has contributed things as well, and it basically started because we wanted to bring something bigger even to the city. It is owned by our nonprofit. We've been running it for 2 years, and we've literally made $0 because all of the
Wow.
money that we make, we're putting it back into the team. We're investing in the girls, not only as a team, but as individuals, and initiatives that they have off the court as well. And, they're amazing. I mean, L'Oreal will undersell it, but I'll say like going undefeated in your first season, and they had an entire undefeated season this year up until they lost in the second round of playoffs, and that's a 22 game winning streak.
Wow.
I'm not sure of how if anybody has done longer than that, but I know that that's one of the tops in the history of the league, and it's a testament to these individuals, their individual talents, and how they're able to put those things aside for a team goal. Not to mention with everybody playing over all over North Carolina, we don't get an opportunity to practice.
Wow.
So this is
Wow.
majorly based off of chemistry, basketball IQ, and the will to win.
So
Hmm.
y'all don't practice with these young ladies at all? Y'all just show up for a game?
I think
Well,
this
Wow.
yeah,
past year we
no,
practiced maybe twice
yeah,
the whole
twice.
summer.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? So talk to
Yeah.
me about the competition and the league you have, and let us know if it's something that other people can try out for when the next season come up, because I know right now it's off season, but let people know a little bit about the team, the tryouts, and what you're looking for anybody who's interested in being a part of this.
So we did have our first tryout going into this season. First year we just called people and they came to play. But coming into year 2, we had tryouts, and we are looking for people that want to work hard and want to win, but are also team players. Everybody on my team has played at a high level, whether it be collegiately or even overseas, and nobody is out to prove anything. We just love basketball wholeheartedly. We even have coaches that are players on my team. So basketball runs through our blood. But if you want to try out, we have our tryouts in the spring. And I would suggest you being in shape because we are a running team, and it's tough basketball. We don't take it easy on anybody. And I'm 38 and I'm still out there. Um, so nobody has an excuse, and we don't coddle, we compete.
Wow.
Uh, so I would just, to anybody who's interested, please look out for our information on tryouts being posted on social media. Sometimes we'll have like pickup runs too. So it would be good if they could come to the open gyms just so we can like get a look at them
Okay.
preliminary wise. But ultimately be in shape, be coachable, and just be ready to play.
Be coachable. I see Sarah. Is that your mom? She said a true love story. She loved their love. Sarah
Yeah,
Gamble.
that's my mom.
Yeah.
That's mom. Hey mom, how you doing? Listen, so Julian, tell us about being coachable, what that looks like at this point. Are you doing any research on these people when they come up, or they just have to present themselves right when they come up for audition and you go from there?
Oh no, we're definitely doing research. I think that's a part of us having a professional basketball background. Also having a huge network, not only in the city but in the state. If we hear a name or we see a name or we get some information, an email or something like that about some interest, we're contacting people that they know. We're vetting them because it's not only about the basketball side, it's about the personal side as well. Especially when you talk about an organization that at the current moment, nobody's really getting paid for their work and
Mm-hmm.
we're all here based off of the love. You have to be here and your payment is that love itself.
Hmm.
Having pride in what you do and exercising excellence on a regular basis. That is who we are, that is what we're about, and that's what we'll always strive to be. So that's what the Raleigh Aces is. Even Life's a Gamble League, our summer league that has been going on for 4 years. That's another great opportunity for players to come out to play, to fellowship with each other, to network. All of that stuff, I feel like is hugely important.
So
Yes.
I'm on your YouTube page now. I see quite a bit, and I was looking at just seeing what it is that it takes when you guys are playing, to give a look at what it looks like.
Hmm.
Which one of these videos should I click that will give them a little idea of what the aces look like? Which one should I run?
A short would be good.
The shorts probably wouldn't take up the screen the way I want it. Some of these
You
are
Okay.
can
just
keep,
like one minute videos, so I'm looking at
yeah,
some.
those are full games. So if you scroll down a little bit more, I think we have some highlights on there.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I'm not,
'Cause I'm seeing here
yeah,
Raleigh Aces. Oh, so this was your home opener 3 months ago. Let's look at this. This is the home opener.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Okay, see, I picked a good one. Let's see.
yeah, and also from our guy Dead Eye Visuals. That's another aspect is we have a lot of creators that
Hmm.
are very very good in their space that come out and they lend their services to us, for free because they believe
Yeah.
in the vision as well. And this is one of those men that we met this summer that has done incredible work for us.
Yeah. Shout out to Malik, Deadeye, Strike, all our videographers and photographers that come through. Tay, we appreciate y'all so much.
Wow. And so they take this serious. And I see, where do y'all play your games?
At Rise Charter School, right behind Upper Room Church.
Okay. And so this is good. And most of these ladies talk to us about what it takes. I'm going to bring you back on the screen, but as we're looking at this, what did it take to have a professional league like this? And what does it mean for Raleigh for y'all to even have this team in existence? Because Julia, remember how we were talking about with we don't have too many professional teams. So what is this doing for the city?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, giving the city another opportunity to see high level basketball. North Carolina in general is a basketball state. So, even with that and how women's basketball has been on the rise, but it also has always been there. None of these players just came on the scene. I mean, most of these girls are either Hall of Famers or some of the best players in their school's history. So this is not like, we just kind of put a flyer out and anybody that showed up was able to play. And the opportunity that our community has to be able to come out and see and support these women, even like this past season for a short stint in the summer, we had a young lady who just graduated from Carolina, Alyssa Usby, that competed with us. So, like, how else would you ever get an opportunity to see an athlete of her caliber in the summertime right here in the city of Raleigh, if it wasn't for the Raleigh Aces?
And L'Oreal, talk to me about sponsorships. Are y'all always looking for sponsors for these? And I know that you also have the Life's a Gamble, and we're going to go to that too. But for
Mhm.
all these endeavors y'all have between the Raleigh Aces and this, are you looking for sponsors to help y'all with the mission?
Yes, we are 100% looking for sponsors. And not only are we looking for sponsors, but we're looking for relationships. We want some longevity with our sponsors who want to, join what we are growing. Um, and we have a sponsorship packet with details on how they can sponsor. But Julian and I, as well as the ladies on the team, we put our own money into this as far as travel expenses, um, wherever we stay when we travel, rental cars. So if we get sponsorships, that's what it goes to, our funds in it and expenses. But we want to showcase any businesses that are local, and we want them to support us as well. So we've had sponsors that have just like even given us water. Water goes a
Wow.
long way, and it means a lot. So any little bit matters, but we are looking for more sponsors, yes.
So what is the difference between the Raleigh Aces team and what you have with Life's a Gamble? Talk to me about Life's a Gamble and what is that all about, Julian?
So Life's a Gamble is number one, it's a nonprofit. It's kind of the origin of what we wanted to do in the community as a whole. It also is a women's summer league. So that started back in 2021. And again, that's an opportunity for girls to come out and play in the summertime. The league normally runs from like the beginning, middle of June up until like the first, second week of August.
Mhm.
We're playing on Sunday afternoons, and it's 18 and up. It is NCAA sanctioned. So we have NCAA players. We have girls that formerly played in the WNBA. We have girls that actively still play professionally overseas that come to compete. And then we also have, other women that are just coming out to play. We have women that have recently had babies that are trying to get back into the swing of things and meet new people, be in a great atmosphere that's positive. It's kind of like our Sunday after church. We're going to go to the gym. Let's get some run in. So that's
Wow.
been fantastic. Some of the stories that we've been a small part of in helping some of these girls develop and gain a confidence that have, like, even in one case, turned a girl into player of the year in her conference.
Mm.
And we have a personal relationship with her parents, and they came back and said, "We're so thankful for the opportunity you all gave her and the confidence and power that you all spoke onto her. And that helped her be who she really was."
Mhm.
Um,
Wow.
so ultimately, our job is to just do our part.
Yes.
Whatever part that can be is to be a bridge to help women or young women in basketball, whether it be young kids in general, just be a better version of themselves. We use all of our resources to help make that happen.
And so you want people to come out, go to the website. If they go to lifesagambleLeague.com, they can pretty much see everything. They can see how to connect with you. They can see about the Raleigh Aces. They can
Right.
learn your mission. They can find out how to be a sponsor. They can join the link. It can do everything from this website, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I see that they have a sponsorship sign up. So once again, that's lifesagambleleague.com. And what makes you guys stand out of all the people in the area, all the other teams? Why should they choose to help Life's a Gamble? What is it about Life's a Gamble that makes you different than what everybody else is doing?
I
Um,
just think I know that we're very real.
mhm.
We're personable. We're reachable. We're not people that no matter what space that we enter, we feel like we're above anybody in a way. And we carry that humility and the powers that God has given us and the blessings and the tools to be able to connect with as many people as possible.
And
I think
family
over a period
oriented
of
too.
time, absolutely. I mean, for sure, like we basketball and we family. It's always
Yeah.
God first. After that, it's family, and then after that, we in the gym. And luckily for us, all of those worlds collide.
Hmm.
So, but
And if,
still, it's like, um, it's an incredible blessing to have a platform to be able to connect and share with so many different people, and we want to continue to expand that.
if you was to say anything to your coaches, to your families, to your team, to your players that come back and watch this, what would you want to say to them, L'Oreal?
Uh, I would say thank you first. Everybody has supported me and pushed me to do things that I would have never imagined for myself. And maybe even like with my coaches, in the moment, I didn't understand, but now I do. And a lot of things in my life have come full circle. So thank you so much for pushing me and helping me grow as a person and a player, because ultimately basketball teaches you life skills as well as, basketball skills. And I'm super grateful and humbled and blessed to be doing the things that I'm a part of. And I'm super grateful for it all.
Wow. How about you, Julian? What would you have to say?
Definitely, thank you as well, for their love. That we love you all, and you already know that because we tell you all that daily, anytime that we talk. Our team and our family are kind of one and the same to a degree. Even in the midst of our team, which I know is rare, when we see each other, we greet each other, everybody hugs each other. And when we depart from each other, we always tell each other we love each other because that is indeed what it is.
Hmm.
We couldn't thank them enough for just their presence and their belief in us and how that's empowered us to go further and further because we want the absolute best for them. Um, it's not about us. We could be the ones to start it, and I give L'Oreal all the credit for having the idea to start it, despite how much I pushed her to start it. In the end, it's them. It's for them. It's not for us. The brand is the brand, and we want the brand to go far. But if the brand detaches from us completely and goes somewhere else, that's okay for us. In the end, it's about who we help, how much we can help, and with that always being first, I do believe that we can take it to a great height.
And I've seen what others had to say about you and the way you always present yourself, professional and humble, and the award that you've gotten. And L'Oreal, I've heard amazing things from you, from my daughter, about you, from my daughter, and the things you do. So y'all are definitely making a lasting impression here. So what next? What next after you finish with this? Anything on the pipe, y'all thinking, y'all brewing up anything else that y'all thinking, that y'all want to add to this, or you just going to expound on this and just allow this to just get greater and greater?
We do have some ideas to expand, especially to the youth. We have a girls basketball camp, but we are thinking about potentially starting a high school girls league,
Nice.
uh, because the youth need it. They this generation, they train a lot, but they don't play a lot
Mm,
outside of like AAU and high school ball. They don't go play pickup, and they need it. They need it, especially for their game to translate. So, I mean, we're presented with ideas all the time. People want us to even start a men's league,
wow.
and I'm not getting into the men's side personally.
No,
Julian said no. No, why
So
no? Julian, you said a hard no. Why not? I
mhm.
mean, you just don't want to, you prefer, are you a daddy's, you want
shout
to.
out, shout out to Ray and Pooby. They got Ground Zero. That's the best thing around here. I'm cool winning that joint every single summer. We good
Okay.
on the men's side. We good on the men's side.
Yeah. And you know what? I love it because all of y'all support one another. Everybody out here doing their own thing. And you guys bring back the experience and the culture that you have by going around the world. And I'm just impressed with the way that y'all are coming back and giving back. And what is it that someone could do if they're watching this and they wanted to be a sponsor? I heard you say water. Is there anything else? What else is it that people can do if there was a need, something particular? What would it be?
Well, the best way to reach out to see what we need is just look at our sponsorship packet, because
Okay.
it has tiers of,
Okay.
multiple different things. Funding is always appreciated, but
Okay.
like this year we had to buy shot clocks. If we could have gotten some shot clocks donated to us, that would have been a huge blessing. Um, but we have people donate to the concessions. My high school gave us basketballs, and we use them in practice or what have you. So anything matters, but our sponsorship packet could go more into detail, because it really just depends on what the person is willing to do.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you heard it, guys. If you're looking for a nonprofit organization to donate to, and it's a nonprofit, do y'all have your 501c3 also?
We do.
Yes.
So therefore, that means you'll get it'll be a charitable, giving. It's a write-off. It's a tax write-off. You
Mm.
see the fruits of their labor. Go to their website and you see what they're doing. They're impacting lives on different levels. They're exposing these people, and it would be definitely a worthy cause. So I definitely will look into that, and I'll pass that on to people I know too, Julian. And I want to say that I want y'all to keep going. I know that y'all have had a long day because y'all are coaches and y'all are doing it. Both of y'all were coaching today. Both of y'all are currently coaching at a high school level too, right?
Yes.
So I mean, you're giving your all. You're giving your all, as an employee, and then you're doing your own thing. So God bless y'all. God bless y'all for everything y'all are doing. Any closing comment that y'all would want to say? I don't know what that was. Can y'all still see me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, we can still see you.
Okay, because my system just did something crazy right now. So bear with me because I can't see you. So okay, so one moment. Any closing comments? Because I know that you ordered that food and I know you want to eat and everything. And this is wild right now because my screen is black. Okay. Wow. So bear with me for a moment here. But any closing comments as we begin to bring this to a close that I'll give each one of you opportunity to say on a personal level, if there's anything coming up that you want people to know about, an event, again, if there's auditions or anything particular that we did not touch base on, please take a moment to say it. And we can start with you, L'Oreal.
I just want to thank you for having us. Any opportunity that we get to spread the word about what we have going on, we appreciate it so much, and we value your time just as much. To anybody who's interested to see what we're all about, I would just say come to a game, whether it's the Summer League or the Raleigh Aces League team games. People are always impressed, and you know, you just need to see it to believe it, because what we have going on is a big deal. But ultimately, just thank you so much.
This is crazy. My screen is black right now.
Oh,
Julian,
I
are
can
you
still
still?
see
Oh,
you.
is Julian still on the stage? Because I hit something and I don't know if he's still there. So this is wild. This is like okay. Is he still on the stage too?
I don't see him anymore, but I still see you.
Okay,
Oh,
Julian's back.
Oh
there I
wait,
go.
he's back now.
Woo, because I'm trying to get myself back on the stage so I'll be able to end this live because this right here is tripping me out right now. I'm trying not to push the wrong button, but I'm trying to do what I do. But Julian, what would you add to that in regards to uh anybody who might be coming here for the first time, hearing about you for the first time, hearing about the Raleigh Aces, or for Life's a Gamble for the first time, what do you want to say to them that would make them go to the website and look further and really look into why they want to get associated with you guys?
For me, I think it's about divine connection.
Yes.
Um, I do want to position ourselves where God wants us to be, so we can do His work. That's a huge part of our lives. All of the blessings that you see in basketball business and beyond is because of Him. So, with that being said, if you see us, speak to us, whether we in the streets, look us up on Facebook, look us up on Instagram. We're very personable. You know, there's not really any conversation that we're not willing to have when it comes to making a new connection with great people. And yeah, I mean, more or less, that's it. Like we'll keep taking it a day at a time, going a step at a time, and you know, we want to get to ultimately where we want to be. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. So what I had to do was literally go and pull up another device 'cause, so you might hear echo because that's what I had to do. And let me see. I don't want to be up on the stage. Am I up on the? I'm on the stage with this other one too. I see that right now. This is really crazy right now. Wow. But ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Julian and L'Oreal Gamble. I want to say thank you for being here. Technical difficulties is a trip. This is too much for me. My screen is black. You can see me in both places
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
you
right
going
now,
like this.
yeah, I just took myself off, so I'm on the audio. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you. We thank you for being here. We want to say you're watching Story Time, and it's been an honor to be here with Julie and L'Oreal. We sincerely hope that if this is your first time, that you will go and look them up, and once again go to their website because it is definitely going to be worth it. And share this with someone you know. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing evening, and I will be in contact to see what I can do to help with the mission, for sure.
We
I definitely
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much. We appreciate you. Thanks
will,
for
for
having us
sure.
again.
And I'll check out the game. Send me your schedule, and I
For
look
sure.
forward to seeing you guys. And I better end this before something else happens that I can't control. So I'm going to try to end this over here with this other second device. But you know what they say, you got to be ready. So you don't have to get ready, so you have to stay ready.
Right.
So thank goodness that I came over here with 3 devices. I have my laptop, my iPad, and my phone, and you got to always be ready to go. Just like you said, you play 4 positions, so you got to be ready to move. When stuff happen, you got to flow, you
That's
know.
right.
So have a blessed one. I'm Crystal Bodie Smith, your hope catalyst, excuse me. My mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save life. And I always say keep hope alive. Have an amazing evening. We'll see you on Sunday at the next story time. Thank you, guys.
A catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey!